Okay, today we're going to be talking about addition, and we're first going to start with what the rule of addition means. It says that we're combining two groups and then counting the rest. So to put this into perspective a little bit, I created a word problem with the help of my roommate. If I have 273 lollipops and my roommate gives me 529 more lollipops, how many total lollipops do I have? So going back to our rule, it says we're combining two groups. So our two groups would be the 273 lollipops and the 529 lollipops. And we're counting the result. So I have this written out here. And we're first going to talk about the place value of the numbers. So in the tens spot here, this represents cubes. It just represents a single, also known as a single. So it just represents 1. So that 3 literally just means 3. Our hundreds place, or our tens place, represents our rods, and our rods equal 10. So this does not equal 7, like this would equal 3. This actually equals 70, because if there's 10 rods, or if there's 7 rods of 10, that equals 70. And then we have a flat, which means that there are 10 rows of rods, of 10 rods, which gives us a total of 100. So we have 2 of those, so that gives us 200. And same thing with down here. So we're first going to add 9 plus 3, which is 12. So we know that the cubes, that those are just singles. So those are also known as our leftovers, we'll call them. So if we have 12, we know that in a rod, that equals 10. So if we subtract 10 from this, because we can't just write 12 here, we have 2 left over. So what we're going to do is 3 plus 9 is equal to 12, but we're going to put our 2 here, which represents the 2 singles left over from the 12 minus 10, and carry our 1, because our 12, we're turning that into 1 rod with 2 singles left over. Then we're going to add 7 plus 2, which is 9, plus 1 gives us 10. So what we're going to do is we can never have, so 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 1 equals 10. So if there's 10 rods, if there's 10 rods and we minus that by 10, that gives us 0. So we're going to put our 0 here, but we're going to add our 1 over here. 5 plus 2 equals 7, plus 1 equals 8. And we have no carrying or borrowing to do because our flat, the max number we can have is 100. So we're going to put an 8. So really, this represents 2 singles, 0 rods, 8 flats. So I have 802 lollipops. Oops, spelled lollipop. And again, going back to our rule, it says we're combining our two groups and then counting the result. So 273, which was from our 273 lollipops. And our second group was 529, and we're combining them and counting the result, which was 802 lollipops.